Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Mother of Moody siblings identifies bodies in viral video as her children. The mother of the siblings, who were seen in a viral video on social media being buried in a shallow grave, have confirmed that they are her children. According to the police, 20-year-old Kerrit Moody and 22-year-old Kenisha Moody, a brother and sister of Greenhill District, Westmoreland, has been missing since Friday, December 8. Their mother, Stephanie, said in an interview on Sunday afternoon that she saw the viral video and, having using physical marks, she can confirm that those are her children. Yesterday in the afternoon, somebody sent me a picture, so them see it on social media, where them a bury them, and Mrs. see them, the distraught mother told reporters. The mother said her children called her on Friday, telling her to pick up $10,000 at a cook shop and that they are going to pick up a package. She's pleading with the public to assist her in locating where they are buried so that she can get their bodies. The viral video on social media shows the bodies of a female and a male in a grave with what appears to be bloodstains on their clothes and a man using a shovel to throw dirt on them. Reports from the Black River Police are that about 7:15 a.m., Kerrick and Kenisha were last seen leaving a cook shop in Greenhill in the parish. Their mode of dress at the time they went missing is unknown, and they have not been seen since. Westmoreland community shocked by murder of Baba Roots owner. The community of Darlingston in Westmoreland has been jolted following the tragic death of veteran businessman William Baba Roots Webb. Webb was killed in a home invasion on Sunday morning. He is said to have been tied up by the gunmen along with other occupants of the house. He was subsequently shot after a brief conversation. The police said the men also ransacked the house before shooting Webb, who was 64 years old. His death comes less than 48 hours after the imposition of a state of public emergency in the parish on Friday and has left the community in shock. He was a loving man, a community man. "I am feeling so bad. Me and him moved so good," Webb's beloved friend Alfred Brown told reporters. Brown noted that there was a time when, back in the days, crime was not so rampant in the community. "Back in my days, when you hear about killing, it would take no years to hear about another one," he reasoned. Webb's neighbor, Denham Ambersley, said he woke up to the sad news. "He is a good man in the area because he employ a couple people where eat food and picking and go to school. Me sad so much," a distraught Ambersley said. Webb's mother, Barbara Panton, has been left shaken by the gruesome death. "I am not strong, but God is. We live close to each other. I know I'll have later possible reaction, but what mother doesn't have it? You reflect on the good days and the growing up stage, and a thought crosses you, but you're human," the mother of 6 told reporters. Meanwhile, Councillor Jerome Bacchus, Darliston PNP and seasoned businessman in Darliston, is sending a strong message to criminals following the death of the businessman. "At this time, we are in a rough time. When we lose a businessman like William Webb, which is known as Baba Roots, a serious businessman in the community, we have to ask ourselves who is next," stated the councillor. "This morning, we're really saddened to know he's gone in this way, and the entire world is mourning for Baba Roots. We don't know the motive. We just want to say condolences to the family. The business community is really shaken up," Councillor Godfrey Walters, Darliston Division JLP, told reporters on his visit to the family house. He noted that Webb's factory have been employed at least 30 people, and the community was heavily dependent on his business for survival. Baba Roots is a grandchild of Webb's, who grew up in Darliston and began making the tonic in 2000. He has since evolved into being one of the community's premier entrepreneurs. Final works underway as Mandeville traffic plan takes effect. The long-awaited traffic changes amid an easing congestion in Mandeville took effect on Sunday, even as a work team added final touches to the project. On Sunday afternoon, head of the Manchester Police Traffic Department, Sergeant Fitzgerald Williams, was observed directing motorists at the intersection of Caledonia Road and New Green Road in the parish. As part of the near $75 million Greater Mandeville Traffic Management System, Caledonia Road now functions as a one-way system from the direction of Scotiabank to the New Green Road intersection. The section of Manchester Road between Scotiabank and Sinclair's Bargain Centre has also been converted into a one-way stretch. Among other changes to the Mandeville Traffic Management Improvement Plan is the opening of the medians along Main Street to allow traffic from North Racecourse Road and Villa Road. Joint Select Committee reviewing various recommendations to improve the Cybercrimes Act. Minister with responsibility for digital transformation, Senator Dana Morris Dixon, has announced that a Joint Select Committee has accepted various recommendations to improve the Cybercrimes Act. Plans to remedy the issues were recommended by the committee, which convened to review a report of the continued deliberations of the Cybercrimes Act 2015. During Friday's sitting of the Senate, she noted that one major recommendation is stricter penalties for cybercrimes committed against children. Another recommendation put forward and accepted is for more penalties to be put in place for the distribution of intimate image. Following concerns raised by the committee about the constant sharing and posting of images and videos of graphic road accidents, there are also plans to put an end to this practice through a public education campaign.
Section 4. The recommendation was made to modify Section 4.1 to include more stringent penalties for offenses involving children. Furthermore, it was suggested that the penalties outlined in Sections 4 and 5 of the Child Pornography Prevention Act be taken into account. The committee endorses this recommendation, advocating for increased penalties for crimes against children with a clear distinction in the severity of punishment for offenses committed by minors compared to those by adults. The committee also endorsed an extension of the maximum prison sentence from 15 to 20 years for adults found guilty of committing a crime where the victim is a child. Regarding revenge porn or the distribution of intimate images, it was brought to the committee's attention that some regions approach this issue in a technology-neutral manner, not limiting it to computer-based distribution. Therefore, it was proposed that the creation of an offense for revenge porn be included under Section 9, which already covers data published with the intent to harm or harass. As a result, the committee suggests amending Section 9 to, among other things, change publish to send and define publish as the act of sending, transferring, posting, disseminating, or otherwise making data accessible, and B, add a new subsection addressing intimate images. The committee expressed concerns about the frequent sharing of images from accident scenes involving injury or death, as it can distress the individuals, their families, and others depicted. It questioned whether the Cybercrimes Act covers such sharing, and if not, whether a provision addressing it could be added. After thorough consideration, the committee noted that Section 9.1 of the Act would cover these issues, but the intent to harm or cause distress would need to be proven. They also acknowledged the guidelines for prosecuting cases involving malicious communication from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. They observed that if intent cannot be established, affected individuals might need to seek civil remedies. Therefore, the committee recommends including information in the public education campaign about the Data Protection Act 2020, managed by the Office of the Prime Minister, to discourage sharing such images. The committee also suggests discussing with the police and the Director of Public Prosecutions how Section 9 can be applied in cases reported by citizens.
Curfew imposed in sections of Goshen Community, St. Elizabeth. A 48-hour curfew has been imposed in sections of Goshen Community in St. Elizabeth. The curfew began 6 p.m. and will remain in effect until 6 p.m. on Monday. The boundaries of the curfews are north along an imaginary line 5 km from Goshen Community Center to Mishkam Community, west along an imaginary line from Pepperwell Road to Wilton Crossing, south along an imaginary line from Rollinston Garage to NHD Housing Scheme, east along an imaginary line from the Rollins Garage to NHD Housing Scheme. During the hours of the curfew, all persons within its boundaries are required to remain within their premises for 48 hours unless authorized by the ground commander. Since recently, there has been a flare-up of criminal activities committed in the parish. 6 people have been murdered in the parish in 48 hours. Please remember to subscribe, like, share,